Hey, what's happening, everyone? Figured I'd do a short video on this. This is the Husqvarna 460 that I rebuilt, or excuse me, replaced the cylinder head and piston on. And he's been running it. He got a couple of months out of it, and the muffler came loose. So instead of stopping and bringing it to me so I could, tighten it up and put some Loctite on them, because I've had this problem before with aftermarket cylinder heads where they have a tendency to loosen up bolts, especially on the muffler, because that's where most of the vibration, the pressure, and all that's on, yada, yada, yada. So I took it apart, and I had one stinking bolt left in it, and I would have bet anything that I had a couple of bolts to put in it, but evidently Husqvarna changed their thread style for in the mufflers on the newer ones. The older ones were a little coarser thread. You could interchange the bolts that held the head down, or held the jug down, and the muffler bolts, but evidently they changed and they went to a 32 count instead of, I think the other ones were 20s. 20 or 24, something like that. Anyway, so I looked and nope, no bolts. So I looked online, and of course you can get them from Husqvarna dealer, but we don't have any Husqvarna dealers around here. Most of this stuff is bought big box store. And no, I take that back. There's an Amish guy over by Spartansburg that is Husqvarna dealer. I could have went and seen him and got them, but a lot of times those guys don't like to either give you any or sell you any of those bolts, because they want you to bring you saw in so they can fix it and charge you. So I didn't do that, and I checked on Amazon, and they wanted $6 a piece, $6 for two muffler bolts. Now if you lost all three of them, that'd cost you $12 to get 4 bolts, $3 a bolt. So I went into the hardware store yesterday, and guess what? Metric. I think these are 6s. 632 hex head. But, they're just a little bit long. And they bought them out in a jug. So we're going to have to cut them off to make it fit. Anyway, those ones from the hardware store were only $1.29 a piece. Even that to me, that's taking it in the rear end if just for a bolt. But it's metric, so it's special. And at some point in time, we're going to be all metric. I think, anyway. Might not be in my lifetime, but I'm figuring that it will. So we got to cut down a couple of bolts. Make sure that goes on the right way. Yeah, like so. Okay. Watch it, that's hot. making them just a little bit shorter than the original, just in case the jug's not as deep as the original. Alright, that's where we get everything all lined, put in there. Let's do a test. Make sure they're gonna start. Squeak! Squeal like a pig! Alright, let me make sure that other hoe is okay. Yep. Alright, cool. Now comes the fun part. Let's see, that guy should be, that should go in there. Yep. And witness marks, you can see the gasket goes on the metal. Now comes the fun part. Well, shit. Ah, dumb shit. Not enough on there for 40 screws. Get rid of a little bit of that on that one. You know, I was kind of hoping I could get that back on without taking the top cover off, but I think it'd just be much easier if we did. What do you think? Only 3 screws. There we go. Now I can see what the hell is going on. Alright, now we'll take it outside and fire this up and see how it's faring after a couple 3 months of being run, and see how quiet it is now. Should be a little quieter than what it was, you would think anyway. Okay, I'm leaving you right inside the door because there's a clipper coming down through, and it's, let me flip this around so I can make sure you can see what I'm doing. There's a clipper coming down through, so there's a lot of wind and rain, and oh, okay. See if I can remember this one. Be out and up, decomp. no gas in the carburetor. All right, she's all ready to go back to work. I looked at the piston and jug while I was in there, and it looks really good. No marks on it yet, no carbon, so she's ready to go. So that'll make him happy. He'll be able to get some more of that big stuff cut up that he has left to cut up, and I think he's about ready for winter, even though winter's here already, it seems like. Alright, so I just thought I'd do a quick video, just a little kind of a maintenance call, I guess you want to say, on the Husqvarna that I replaced the jug and piston in. So, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'll bring you more stuff out of the garage. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.